Welcome to Now You See It. When characters drown in movies, they're gone forever. But more than just the character leaves, they always take something with them. Maybe they take away fear, a friendship, trust in others, or a desire to go somewhere new. But what happens when a character starts drowning and survives? He's not gone forever, but instead he's alive. But he isn't just alive, he's alive all over again. He's supposed to be dead. When he rises up again, he changes. But change isn't the right word. It's more violent than change. He's reborn.
What?
This magic moment. So
Little pervert!
Let's look at drowning more symbolically in The Truman Show. Truman lives on an island, caged from reality. He's been conditioned to fear the outside world after the drowning of his father. Finally, he sails out of his world and confronts the next, nearly drowning in the process. It's the same pattern we see in baptism, death and rebirth through the medium of water. Truman goes in still scared of the outside world and comes out ready. He died and was born again. In any drowning scene, we see symbolic rebirth, which originates from the Judeo-Christian sacrament of baptism. A new believer is taken completely underwater, dies out of his old self, and is reborn in his identity as a follower of Christ.
Well, that's it, boys. I've been redeemed. The preacher done washed away all my sins and transgressions. It's a straight and narrow from here on out, and heaven everlasting's my reward.
Delmer, what are you talking about? We got bigger fish to fry.
Using water as death and rebirth imagery has been used for centuries in literature, but it has since found its way into film. Every drowning experience has a different meaning based on the context. Whoever causes you to nearly drown is the symbolic enemy, and whoever saves you is your symbolic savior. This includes drowning yourself and saving yourself. And if you're unable to save someone else, that represents losing a part of yourself if that person was close to you. Baptism imagery is not restricted to violent drowning. We can see the same death and rebirth more subtly in, say, a shower scene, or a sewage drain followed by a torrential downpour. While not as apparent, any scene where a character gets cleansed with water can represent a death and rebirth for the character. The shower scene in Psycho has baptism imagery. Actress Janet Leigh said in her book on the film, Marion had decided to go back to Phoenix, come clean, and take the consequence. So when she stepped into the bathtub, it was as if she were stepping into the baptismal waters. The spray beating down on her was purifying the corruption from her mind, purging the evil from her soul. She was like a virgin again, tranquil, at peace. In the shower, she's cleansing herself of her sins. In her attempt, though, she gets murdered and fails in her baptism. Countless films use water as a way of showing a deep internal change for a character. So whenever someone goes underwater, whether they're hiding, feeling trapped, getting superpowers, or falling out of an exploding plane, remember that getting dunked underwater represents a part of them dying and another part being reborn. Or maybe it's just a way to get a kiss from Wendy Peppercorn.